niggas tryna get it, yeah bitch. Yeah bitch. Hit that house, they tell me is you with it, yeah bitch. Yeah bitch.
Yo, what is up, you guys? This is D Black Boy, aka Black Boy, aka hey, I'm that nigga. Here with some Battlefield 4 gameplay for you guys. And yes, this is PS4. You don't know, PS4 gameplay. Playing on Dawnbreaker game mode rush. So this game is pretty. I mean, Battlefield. All Battlefield is just high pacing, fast pacing games like all day. Especially if you're playing this game mode, because you're constantly trying to defend the bomb, or you're constantly trying to attack. As you can see, we are defending the bomb. So I had some pretty decent teammates. Our teammates were holding it down, and you saw me. You see me like dying a little bit. So every time I died, I just basically just cut it out, and I just moved on to the next clip. So that's that. And I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm not the greatest, but I did die about like 12 times. But you know, at the end of the day, we defended the bombs pretty well, so it was a great game. And before I get this topic started, I wanted to say that if you want to play with me on PS4, I know you guys been like adding me and stuff. I appreciate it. If you want to keep playing with me on Battlefield 4, hit me up on PS4. I will put my PSN in the description, so if you want to add me, go ahead. I'm going to accept all friend requests, and yes. Okay, so yeah, just hit me up. We'll play some Battlefield 4 because I do need some people to play with. I mean, most of my friends in real life don't have PS4 yet, and they don't have Battlefield. So, you know, I'll be happy to play with you guys. You know, like we'll be chilling the party, talk about the game, everything. So you see this big old tank coming. Like, oh fudge, I gotta stay in here. Anyway, so let's talk about this topic. You saw me die again, but let's talk about this topic. And this topic is about Call of Duty. I know, and look at me trying to freaking destroy this tank with my well, they call it a thumper in Call of Duty, but I guess they call it this. I guess they call it that in this game. I don't know. Anyway, so I know I have a Battlefield 4 gameplay, but I'm gonna be talking about some Call of Duty. Okay. Will Call of Duty ever die? That is a good effing question, man, because I've been getting this question like for a while now, and I did have a video back in the day where I talk about is Call of Duty dying. It was a Modern Warfare 3 game. Now, since we're 2 games ahead, I can really talk about Call of Duty's dying. You saw me. I tried to help my teammate. He died right in front of me. But now we can really talk about is Call of Duty dying, because is it? I mean, here's my thing, guys. Right now, we are witnessing Call of Duty is slowly dying. Slowly dying. But it won't die anytime soon. And let me tell you why. Call of Duty won't die anytime soon. Only reason is because it's so popular. It's so popular. The name Call of Duty. When you say Call of Duty, when you go around, and it could be at school, work, anywhere, and you say the name Call of Duty, even your parents, they know what Call of Duty is. So the game is so popular that people are going to keep buying Call of Duty because it's such a fast-paced, arcade-ish game. And at the end of the day, it's a fun game to most people, and it's one of the easiest FPS games to play, because it takes about 3 to 5 bullets to kill someone. Basically, that's it. Like, that's why people keep buying it. It depends. Like, let's go back to the old days, but I do think Call of Duty is dying, and let me tell you why. Go back to Call of Duty 4. Call of Duty 4, what was it? It was so effing popular. I mean, when Call of Duty 4 was so popular, I didn't even play it. I used to go to my friend's house all the time and be like, alright, why are you obsessed with this game? Why you keep playing Call of Duty 4? Because the game was so good. Even though the kill streaks were 357, it was so good. and it was fast paced. No one really played gay or like a faggot, if you want to say. And everyone, I mean, people were camping every single game. And I said before, Battlefield 4, you have the reason to camp. And if you camp in this game, it can help you and hurt you. But no one really camped in Call of Duty 4. Because every time I watched my friend play, it was just people running around, killing each other. You know, that's how Call of Duty should be like. But people like to camp really hard now in Call of Duty games. So Call of Duty 4 is straight. What was after Call of Duty 4? We got World at War. And I never played World at War. So I can't really tell you, you know, if it was dying down. But obviously it wasn't. Because there was a lot of people playing that game. Anyway, so that was Treyarch. Modern Warfare 2. One of my favorite games of all time. Not favorite games of all time, but favorite FPS games of all time. Because it was the fact that that was when I first got my Xbox, when Modern Warfare 2 was new, and I completely sucked at the game. But guess what? It was just like, it didn't matter how many times I died. It was just, I enjoyed the game so much, and it was one of the best feelings, man. And it was the fact that, like, I had a Wii back in the day, so I didn't really have like good online experience. So when I got Modern Warfare 2 for my Xbox, I was like, I'm actually playing against other people. I'm not playing the computer. You know, these are human beings. These are people playing live right now. I'm killing them. I'm doing work, you know. Obviously, I wasn't doing work because I sucked in the Modern Warfare 2 days. But I did get better, but I sucked when I first got the game. Anyway, so Modern Warfare 2, that was like, it was so live. It was like, it was amazing back then. Even though people were always still complaining about the BS. But my question is, would you rather have a lot of BS, but the game is still fun? Or would you rather have like realistic graphics and all that stuff, but the game is boring? That's a good question. I'll get to that later. But, so we go to Black Ops. What was Black Ops, huh? Black Ops was kind of, it was a good game, but that was like I was like, dang, Black Ops is boring, you know? I mean, like, I was like, wow, Black Ops is boring, but it's still like a good game. One thing I did like about Black Ops was the quick scoping. It wasn't easy. Sniping was real sniping in Black Ops 1. So I really did enjoy that. That was like, you know, that was fair sniping. If you die by a sniper in Black Ops, most likely it was a good snipe, you know. So Call of Duty wasn't really dying at Black Ops. We go to Modern Warfare 3. And Modern Warfare 3, personally, I didn't like that game. Like, that game got me so mad. But later on, I realized that the game was actually, I kept playing even though I didn't like it. Why? Because the game was still fun. It was just too much BS, like death streaks. You got Dead Man's Hand. What the fuck is that? You telling me, oh, someone died 6 times in a row, and then they have the ability to go into Last Stand? Not only go into Last Stand, but have an F and C4 in their hand and blow you up if they're close enough. You telling me that's a fair death streak? Okay. So I wasn't a big fan of death streaks. I thought it was like for noobs, for people that suck at the game, and basically that's the only way they can kill someone, death streaks. Now I found it dumb. So Modern Warfare 3, it wasn't like, that's when people were like they started questioning, like, is Call of Duty dying? Because it's just getting dumber and dumber. So we get into Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2, I was done. I was like, F this game, yo. Black Ops 2 got me so mad just because, like, the hit detection and something Treyarch never perfected, but the hit detection was so bad. And it was honestly like, you can literally go up to someone around the corner. You will aim first because you know they are there. You will aim first, shoot first, and you will still die. It's not like my sensitivity was on 10 and I'm just like doing like 360s and shooting up and down, left and right, have no control. No, I played on a 2 to 3 sensitivity, so I had good aim. I would shoot at the dude and I would still die. And I was like, what? We got the same gun, we got the same perks. I just don't get it. And I shot first. So Black Ops 2, that's when I was really like done. I was like, wow, Call of Duty is getting dumber and dumber. And then people were like, okay, I'm done with Call of Duty. I'm gonna quit my YouTube channel, everything. So that's Black Ops 2 was really like when Call of Duty was like starting to like die a little bit. And then like you knew it was dying because you saw less and less people on the game. The game first came out, it was like, I don't know, couple like 500,000 maybe more. 2 weeks later, you got like 90,000 people only on the game. 90,000? How do you get from 500,000? I'm just putting out random number, guys. Random number, guys. I have no idea like how many people were on the game when it first came out. But I'm just saying, how you get from 500,000 to like 90,000 in 2 weeks? That's a huge drop. So, you know, that pretty much tells us that like Call of Duty was dying right there. And now you got Call of Duty Ghosts, and people say Call of Duty Ghosts isn't a terrible game. They say it's a pretty solid game, but it's just so boring. It is so boring, yo. And that might be another topic what I want to talk about in another video. Just talking about like what makes a game fun. Would you rather have beast graphics or just make the game like a lot of like craziness but it's fun, you know, or like the graphics aren't that great? Personally, I think they should focus on the game more than the graphics, because now we got all these developers, they're like, okay, graphics, gotta make them amazing. The graphics are gonna be nice. I mean, graphics, of course graphics matter, but you know, the game, how fun the game is, everything, that's the most important thing. But my whole thing on it, Call of Duty is dying a little bit, but it won't completely die anytime soon. Just because the name is so popular, the game is arcadish, it's just a fun game to play. But thank you guys for watching. This is D Black Boy, aka Black Boy, aka that nigga. Let me know how you feel about Call of Duty. Do you think it's gonna die? When do you think it's gonna die? And let me know if you think it's dying right now. So, thank you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.